much for coming. Probably I think all of you know that this is kind of the final point in my Vancouver Community College program for the Provincial Instructors Diploma Program. And it's been a long time coming, and I'm super excited to get to this point and have you all here to help me kind of get it all together and finalize so that I'm finally finished. And so it's really exciting, and I appreciate you being here because, as you know, we tried last week and that didn't go as planned, and so thankfully the weather's cooperating, everything's cooperating, and we're able to make it. So, and I'd like to give a shout out to Bill, who's doing the filming and helping me out. I was quite stressed out about how that was going to go and how to figure it out, so this is really amazing that he could do that and come tonight for that. So let's get started and introduce ourselves. So since we're here to do string art, and I'll reveal more as we go, maybe just introduce yourself, your name, and a little bit about what you know about string art. So you could say, hi, my name's Lori. Don't really know anything about string art, or the last I heard about string art, they did it in the 60s with crazy geometric shapes and stuff like that. Whatever you know or don't know, just something about yourself, and then your level of understanding or something you might know about string art. So could we start maybe here with
Sure.
Megan?
Hi, I'm Megan. I don't know anything about string art except for that I want to make it.
I love it. That's perfect.
I'm Rhonda. I have done string art in the 70s. But I haven't done it lately, so I could certainly use a refresher.
That's perfect too. Okay, we've got different levels of experience, which is always great. Yeah.
I'm Ilo, and I've only done string art with preschoolers, so.
Okay. Well, you will have patience for the whole group.
So I'll see what it's like with it.
We'll see if we're any better.
Yeah. I'm doing it, and the first string art I saw was in your house, in the bedroom. Picture that.
Oh, our first house.
Yes.
Yes, and that was string art from
It
the
was.
60s or 70s.
It was.
Yeah, the teardrop kind of shape, wasn't it, with the bright colors? Yeah.
My name is Chantal, and I've never done string art, but I always wanted to do it. I saw it on Pinterest. You know, when you do like where you've been, we can trace out like, you know, if you've been to Africa, and now we can make it like a heart, or yeah, looks really cool.
Awesome.
So now I see. Now I'm really excited.
Hi, I'm Maribel.
Know nothing about string art except for what you just told me about 5 minutes ago. So I'm excited to learn.
Great, awesome. So how many of you have either consider yourself crafty or you know how to use a hammer? At least. Did everybody say that's fair? Awesome.
Want to be
Awesome.
crafty.
You're an expert. We know. Yeah, we know you're super crafty. Oh, and sorry, cameraman.
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
he says he's good. All right. Okay, well, let's jump right in. I've prepared for you a kind of string art gallery, and this does take a bit of time. Their equipment is it's partly me and it's partly them. So, just to show you.
Making a book.
Give you an idea. You saw that already? Yeah. Sorry, that's, is that too, no, okay, we'll try that. I think that's best for, can everyone see all right?
Yes.
Okay, so what I did for us tonight is just take us through and show you a little bit of string art, maybe that's different from what you might have in your mind about the 60s and the 70s and what string art is. And so we'll kind of go through and we'll just talk about each one and the different, maybe some different elements. So here we go. So this one, I chose this one for the dog lovers. Because it's adorable for one thing, but also it's an example of how somebody used negative space. They did the string art on the outside of the, and left the dog shape bare, and then a cute little heart like that. So people are doing this sort of thing for their string art. Yeah, it's really cute. Here's another example of negative space, just with a stained board behind, and then they figured out how to do the string art so that what's left is, you know, the tree. And it's really kind of nice and effective. Here's another just really simple example, rustic board and a simple heart, and just, you know, some embroidery thread or string. It's more simple. Here's another example of something simple but kind of rustic and has a neat effect. It's just a star, but they've used twine instead of, you know, embroidery thread or a string. You could use wool. And even the nails that you see in this one, that can add to the effect or customize the look you're looking for, like how small or big the head of your nails are, what color they are, that sort of thing. So that's another element. And I chose this because word art is so popular now, and also because of kind of the ombre effect. They've used different colors here. Yeah, and that's really neat, yeah. And people, I think Chantel mentioned Pinterest.
Yeah.
And there are people that are making a business out of making signs and word art and things with out of string art, and they're selling it, which brings me to, here's another example of just the ombre and word art too that I thought was really kind of neat. A neat effect with the different colors. And this is an example of someone's made a business out of making, you know, family signs, family names.
It almost looks like it's crocheted.
It does.
You know what I
This
mean? Like
one,
it's
yes.
so tightly.
Yeah. Yes, that's another thing. This is really, they don't leave hardly any spaces or anything. So, and most of the string art that I think I'm showing you tonight is people have done. You use the string in a random pattern, but I'm showing a few examples coming up where you can have specific patterns too. It might be next, in fact. Nope, not quite. Here's another family sign that someone's made that's kind of nice, and I like it says established 2013, kind of cute. It's a neat idea. This one I thought was really interesting. It's the negative space, but also kind of like a puzzle, because they put, I kind of can't wrap my mind around how they actually executed this, but they've, it's almost like a puzzle, you know, they put 4 puzzle pieces together and made this octopus, which is kind of neat too. Here's the one I was thinking of when I told you, this is much more detailed and specific. It's almost like doing some fine needlework, because they've, with the hummingbird, you can see there's, on the body, they've done a specific pattern that's more that geometric kind of pattern to, you know, give this some detail and interest.
I like
It's
simulating
beautiful.
feathers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's really beautiful, yes.
I've never seen anything.
Yep, and this one's for someone, this is for Megan, 'cause she's restoring a VW van. But I just really like this. I didn't even know you were coming when I picked this out. Because I thought it was, yeah, just fun and funky, and really well executed as well. Yeah.
Maybe that one?
Maybe not tonight.
Maybe that one.
I'm hoping that the gallery will inspire everybody maybe to get ideas, and we're gonna keep it kind of simple for tonight, but once you have the basic idea of what you need to do, then you can go off and explore and experiment. I think there's one last one. Now look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the showstopper
Wow.
there.
Wow.
And that's, yes, like basically like a photograph, but it's actually string art. And
Even the wrinkles in the neck.
just incredible, yes. Incredible.
I was gonna say, man, that's gonna take hours.
Yeah.
You don't have to,
That's what
not
we're
just
doing
hours,
tonight.
that's days. Oh, this is the one.
Surprise,
Yeah.
yeah, in an hour and a half, we're gonna have that done.
And there's gonna be a test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already flunked it. This is it. That one's beautiful.
Yeah. So, so now we've had kind of fun and brought string art into the modern times, the 2017s. I'm just gonna shut that off, turn that on without blinding anybody. Yeah, so we've kind of had a look at the string art gallery and had a chance to see maybe the different elements and so on and so forth. And even if you don't know a lot about string art, some of us do, some of us don't, what would you gather by what we've done so far, or had a look at so far, if we were to write a process or step by step? Doesn't have to be in perfect order and only general. What are some of the things we would need to do if we're going to create some string art? Yes, Chantal?
I'm assuming you need a template.
Good. Good.
I feel like that would you'd probably do it freehand, but if you're like me, you might need an actual template.
I like it.
Template or pattern.
Yeah.
Then
Background.
nail. And then we gotta get some string.
Megan said nail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nail around.
So you're talking more of like, yeah, materials
Yeah.
list.
Well,
Yeah.
execute template.
Yeah, we'll keep the materials off to the side, but let's say we know what the materials are. We've got, like you say, we've got string, a board, some nails. And we need some sort of pattern. So, and then what would be the steps if we're going to start the making?
Pattern on the board.
Okay, yeah, have a template pattern, on the board. I'll just put that down. Yeah, that would be good.
Start hammering the nails into.
Hammering nails, yep. Yep, this is good, we're keeping it general. And it doesn't have to be in number order exactly, because we can do that after.
Laura, do you need to measure it all? Like, I just see that you have really good spacing,
Yeah,
and I don't know if you got my eye, or.
Your eagle eyes have picked up on this, which I brought, because this is a project this is not what we're doing tonight. But it's something that I was trying after I tried the project we're going to do tonight, as kind of a step up and just an experiment, really. But you do need to make or buy the template. I actually made this. I messed around with the fonts on my computer, and you can actually get these dots to print out and stuff. So I was inspired by those family name signs, and then it turned into word art and so on. But I was able to get this, so I'm going to be interested to see what it ends up looking like in the end. But yeah, so basically, if you look at this, we've got a prepared board, and yeah, you'll have a prepared board. If you were to do it at home, you'd be choosing your own cool piece of board and finishing it the way you want it, with whatever stain, or if you wanted to beat it up and make it look really rustic or whatever, you could do that. But yeah, and then so you put the template on, and then you're gonna hammer, and then what would you do after you hammered?
That's when you take the strings.
Yeah, you start doing
Probably
this.
remove the
Strings
template.
from nail.
Oh,
to
Right.
Good. Yeah.
Take the paper off first.
Yes,
Paper
good.
That could be interesting.
Good. Yep, that's an important, that is an important step, which I almost forgot. Remove the template. Okay, and then I think Rhonda said string, like, meaning string the string. Start stringing. String, we'll call it string the string for now.
I like that.
String the string. Okay. Would you say that's pretty complete? I would say it's pretty good. Gives us a good general idea. So if we're gonna number these, we've got how many steps? Like basically 5. What would you say would be number 1?
The template, the pattern.
Come up with an idea first.
Yeah, you're taking it way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Idea?
So idea would be number 1.
We could put that as number 1. Get your idea, whatever you're going to do for your string art. Okay, and then you'd need a template, I'm assuming. Okay. And then what?
Position the
Template on the board.
board.
So, right away you've got it.
What did we do? Did we actually do these all?
I think
Yes,
we did them
I
in
think we
order.
did them all in
Oh,
order.
maybe. Would you say maybe on the board? Oh, yeah. No, hammer. Oh, you guys are good. I guess we can go
They
home.
often start this way.
No, we haven't made anything yet.
You can go home, you know what to do, you don't need to be here. Okay. Okay. Shall I not, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. So tonight, I want to keep it simple because I have no idea how complicated or how much experience the group had. So, and this will give you an idea to play around and create something, and then, you know, if you want to take it to the next level and go more complicated, you can do that. So it's a double heart. And I finished just the top one, and I thought we could focus on getting one done for sure. And then if we ran out of time, you could definitely take, you know, your supplies with you and finish it off. If finish number 2 off if we run out of time. But so I've started it so you can kind of see, right, what it's going to look like, and yeah, you can play around if you want to. I was thinking if you want to do something like that ombre effect. You could try that out if you wanted to do some different colors instead of keeping it all.
Straight color.
Yeah, yeah, or you could do this one color, that one color. Also, when we get to the template, you don't have to keep them one under the other. If you want to position them a little bit off center from one another, if you like to do that, like play around with it a little bit. This is not to make, well, it might be for you. You might want to make perfect artwork, but I encourage you to kind of experiment a little bit with what we're doing tonight. So how's that sound so far? Okay, good. So yeah, the objective, I'm supposed to clearly state my objective, so I better do that now. So the objective for tonight is to make some string art, heart string art, using a basic process and some materials that we've provided you here tonight. So it's basically a 5-6 step process, yeah. It's not a boat. So, maybe what I'll get to do is, here.
Did you stain them?
I did, because I knew that would just take up too much time. And please check each side and find the side that you like the best, because I discovered doing this that I sandpapered the living daylights out of, yeah, see?
Yeah.
I sandpapered, and then when I stained, I realized
don't
that
need to be touchy.
I messed up.
No one can be like,
Yeah.
because you're gonna have string art all over.
Yeah.
Looks perfect.
Okay, so now, does everyone have hammers and scissors? Good, and, okay, if you want to just take one and pass them over, we've got them with the template. You could actually, before you start, we're going to watch a video. Sorry, I should have cued you. I know, I'm excited that you're excited to get right into it. So we'll get set up. If you want to just take a box each. So they are slightly different. So yeah. And then just pass them over. Pass them over. And I'll get the next video ready here. Maybe after we watch the video, we might decide that we need to change our process. But you guys are so good, you don't really need the video. Okay, so here, I'll go again. Just turn on once. Can you hear all right? I'm playing the piano over here.
You've improved.
Thank you.
we need.
We only have to be here for 3 minutes. Well, that was good. I forgot about the outside.
Oh, the extra twist.
Yeah, about doing the outside before you start doing the stringing.
Yeah, so would you want to change any of our instructions that we came up with? I think we did a really good job for just doing it on the fly without really much of anything.
I think number 6 needs to change to
Yeah.
string the outside and then continue, because I would have forgotten to do that, and I would have had the unfinished edge.
String the outside. So as we're going through this, we're gonna go step by step. I'm gonna kind of show you, then let you, do your thing. And as you go through the process, I want you to think about things like little tips as you're going along. Like if you were to, to say, hey, you're talking to a friend tomorrow, and you're like, oh, I went to string art class, and you tell them basically the basic process. And here's a tip. If I was gonna do it at home again, here's a tip. Like maybe I remember to string the outside. You need a good outline, something like that. Remember to, yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, so something that stood out, so when I wanted to start cutting, I was gonna cut out the shape. And then that said to not cut out the shape and then to leave like a border, you have enough room to tape, right?
Yeah.
I would have cut out the shape and
Cut out the
then
shape.
like trying to tape
Yeah.
and I realize now that probably wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
should
the
have
video.
room to hang on to
Yeah, I
and pull
didn't
it
think
off
that,
as
right,
well.
and as well as to tape it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you could trim, you could just trim around the double part, or you could do it the way you want it. If you're going to do offset, or, move it around, so it's up to you. So I think this is good. I've actually got hard copy instructions for you. So
I'm
that
not gonna give them to
we
you.
don't, I'm not going to give them to, I'm even going to give them to you. Maybe not you, I'll give them to you.
Thank you.
And yes, the video wasn't exact,
Oh, this is so nice.
but, it's not identical to what we're doing, but it's pretty darn close. So, Bill, do you need some things, don't you? Everybody so far, what you should have is you need a board, your template, some tape we will need to share. Because you're going to want to, yes, figure out where you want to place your hearts. If you actually want them, and you might want to, you're going to just fold yours. Can you do that? June, can you see? Yeah, where is it? Let me see. I feel like it should be there, but, oh, yeah, that's hard. Yeah, there we go. Nope. There you go. What else do you need? Some? Yes. Oh, and before we start hammering, I thought about how noisy all the hammering might be for all of us. There's a couple different kinds here, Bill. So I got some towels to kind of buffer the sound. So I thought, holy, we will all.
There's a talent show going on.
Yeah, I thought, I wondered how much would be happening around us and how loud would it be to be hammering right. So you can just basically fold your towel like this and put it under, and I think it won't be too bulky, but it will buffer some of the sound. Great. I like it. I see people being individual and doing different things already, which is really cool.
For my OCDC, I would have a tape measure.
I have one in my purse, Rhonda, if you would like.
I have one in my purse as well.
There's also on the back, like, I'm saying,
Trying to give you
if anyone
be-
Oh, more
Rhonda,
detail.
Look on the back of the nails.
you can borrow like this, I do all.
You can do an overlap.
Take that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool to try.
Yeah.
I thought, I wondered how that would turn out.
Thanks, Chantel.
You're very
So, talking about tips and everything, so, I see Chantel's butters. Megan's starting. One thing you want to be sure about with your nails, make sure they're in there, because with the experience I've had, I hammered and had my nails in there, and when I went to take the template out, some nails came out. Yeah, it's not a big deal, you just have to hammer them back in, but don't be afraid to get the nails right in there.
How far in?
How far in? Just, if you just touch, like, if you, oh, that's secure. It's not wiggly. If it feels wiggly, yeah.
You know, I never bring pliers and stuff. That's what she's doing over there.
Needle nose.
I've got some.
Do you need them? Do you need some bottom, Chantel?
Well, I don't know, because the nails are, the ones I have are smaller. Smaller nails, and I have my fingers. I don't know.
Just, yeah, watch. Do you want, would it be easier with a smaller head?
Yeah, that is, it is easier with smaller.
Okay, good, good, good.
That's a hint.
Yeah, oh, you guys have like all sorts of tips already. And Ida's planning.
I'm thinking.
I like it.
You see the smoke coming out?
I like it. Oh, that's nice. There are a few hammers if anyone wants to check. Yeah, but I don't think these are any smaller necessarily than what we have.
So now, Lori, question.
Yeah.
Do they all have to be the same level?
I didn't really find that one. You try to get them in there as straight as possible. You know what? These aren't. When I look closer at them,
Okay.
they're not. I tried to get them roughly the same height. And yeah, you've got. These are more of a challenge than the challenge for you. Yes. There's different, slightly different nails, like, and nail heads, which, yes, you've got a fine nail. Awesome. Should put the video back on again, we can have some piano music while you work away.
Put on YouTube.
Stringer music.
Stringer music. I feel that.
string. Oh, because there's no mouse. Like to try and hammer. Yeah, it would be a bit of a challenge. Yeah. I like it. Awesome. Yeah, oh, you're doing great. It's a bit tricky. Ideally, I was telling Rhonda, it wasn't easy to find any sand nails. Yeah, you were part of that, or actually, yeah, it was easy for mine. Like, we found these kind, because they've got a little bigger head on them, kind of easier to deal with, but it did do good. Yes, it's a bit different. I'll stop you just for a sec so that we can go on to the next, just to start talking about the stringing a little bit. And don't worry, we've got lots of time actually. I'm surprised we're zipping. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's these two. That's
Walmart.
Oh, good old.
$9 something for all these colors.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the best.
We
There's
have
another tip.
we have a new hobby.
You're off to Walmart for string galore.
Also at the
So-
thrift stores, you can usually get a
Oh,
lot
like
that they bundle them
Oh,
up.
that's a great idea.
And so they're like 25 cents.
And then
Yeah.
repurpose, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. And you could try it with wool, or twine or something too, so there's all different, you can experiment with those. So to string, hang on here, so basically all you need to do is get yourself started with like a double knot. And I found what worked best for me was to try and make a little loop first and then put it on and double knot it rather than to try and tie it around. I felt that was kind of finicky and I fumbled a bit, and so if you just try and make a loop, and don't worry if you've got a bit of string left over, but start with your loop and get it around, and then all you have to do, like leave a bit of a tail so you have enough, that you've got enough room to work with. And then basically you saw her, and you can randomly, this template actually kind of has a pattern you could follow roughly if you wanted, and some templates do actually, they have numbers, so it'll be like a dot to dot, 1, 2, and you'll follow that pattern to get whatever pattern, like a specific pattern. But we're just doing random. And so all you do is, oh yeah, I almost forgot the step, the crucial step, the stringing on
outside
the
border.
outside, yes. Okay, so when you start, you are going to string around this way, around the outside versus the inside. And I'll draw it on the board too. I think you could do it either way, but I think this gives you a better outline. And if you can use your fingers to kind of push it down a bit to hold them, because they will slip off. It's not a big deal. You just go back and do it, but go around the edges and just do that all the way around. You don't have to tie it off when you come back. You can just, once you've gone all the way around to have your outline, you can start and just zigzag. And I found this one, I just used one, this is actually different than the Walmart stuff, but one of these filled one heart. But you can do it if you wanted to do more, you could do more or whatever, but that's how it worked out for me roughly, so, yeah.
And remember,
so-
if you're changing color, if you tie this string to that string, then you get a more continuous rather than making.
Stopping it and starting?
Stopping it, yeah.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Can you say that again?
If you're changing colors, if you tie your new color to the string of the old color, then you don't have to stop and make a knot in the middle, it just continues.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good tip, because I haven't experimented with that. Oh, that's great. So, yeah, just to show you on the board again for the outline, here's our heart, and we've got our little nails, we'll say, nail heads. So when you're stringing, you want to loop it around this way versus going on this side first. So stay to the outside. If you think stay to the outside, yeah, you'll get a bit better outline. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So how's that for everybody?
Good.
Good.
It was actually very relaxing.
It's
It's like kind of like stress, you know what I mean? It's kind of like stress.
Yeah.
Probably hit a knot in the heart. Doesn't wanna go in.
You know what? I think I'd let you stay because if you, yes, because you need to take it. It's a challenge, yeah. Sorry. Okay, forget what I said about that crisscrossy pattern and following the pattern on the template. You have to remove the template before you start stringing. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, right, right, rid of that after.
I have some patterns that have specific purposes. Maybe you're supposed to have two of them.
Maybe you don't have a lot of string.
Maybe, yeah. But I did try to string it and then remove the template over.
One of the things that they do though, and most of the edition companies will do it, is that you print it off and then put it on and rub it down, and your dots will be there.
Oh, so it like is a transfer
It
instead
works
of.
like it's just using your printer to do it. So
Yeah,
you
okay.
can do it with letters too, but you have to reverse your letters before you print them on.
She's fast, she's a fast one.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So when you are
Not a
ready,
race, Megan.
yeah, when you're ready, you can choose your color. I'll just leave them here. Yeah, because there's so many. I was pretty excited when I found that.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna string her forever. It's gonna take me a long time to finish my lock and How are you doing?
Yeah, that's
No,
all I.
it's delicate. Yeah. choose your colors. Get it out, rainbow of colors.
Yeah.
I take two at least. Nice, I like that.
Looking at it.
Megan's got hers. She's been working. Oh, you good? You good with the heart? Or where, you know what, it doesn't matter. That's a good place, just get a secure knot. And then, yeah, come around and then string it around here. Are you gonna do like a quadruple knot there? Keep it super secure?
You should see the knot she ties when she's a thread, a needle and thread.
Yes. Yeah, and you might want to, yeah, that's a good strategy, is to kind of push it down so that it doesn't pop up, because you can always kind of lift it from underneath.
And it's actually easier to put it lower.
What if I put two colors together?
You could.
Like double string it. Oh, you could try that. Well, the thing is I probably have an extra board for you if you wanted to take one home after. Yeah, I think you should try that VW bug.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You need that.
Yeah.
You have to have that in your life.
Well, I
Yes.
was gonna try to do a painting, but like too much pressure.
Is it going?
But string art, maybe not so much pressure.
This is, it's kind of fine motor skills. I was made for this.
And you are left-handed. If I can do string art, I feel like anybody can do string art. Oh, these are pretty. That's nice. Are we gonna remove this before we get going too fast? Yeah. And we'll just be gentle because I made almost every mistake you can make.
Well, that's good, but then
Good.
you remember it, right?
Yeah, I just decided to string right at the top of the paper. You got those in really good, because none came out, none of yours else came out.
Do another layer, like I'll keep this one attached, but if I spread it away,
Fun statement.
for the outside,
Oh, that's pretty too. Gosh, the colors are so nice. Yeah.
but if you start doing stringing with the red.
I'm gonna take your garbage. Is that okay? Yeah. If you push it down, you got it. That's good. Yeah. Green. But yeah,
So evidently, I'm also talking.
Put your needle nose there, Brenda.
You talk too much. You're not working hard.
Yeah, I'm the only one left nailing.
Just careful. I thought Paige was coming.
Yeah, she had to
Do schoolwork, she said, so.
because I said, do you want me to pick you up or?
Yeah.
No.
I like it. I like the color of the nail, Triangular. I like it. That's really neat. I didn't want to limit you and say you had to make the exact same thing as I did.
My nail fell
Uh-oh.
off. Fell apart.
Can I help you? Do you want me to hammer the nail in while you are
I'll
doing
make
the
you.
string?
Straight, that's anyway. She's okay. Do you want to tell you she's having a baby?
She did, that's so exciting. Well, they told Amy she's having another girl.
Oh, yeah.
However,
Mhm.
they said they could only say 80% that they thought it was a girl.
Oh, really?
Because they couldn't,
So you think
because
it's
on the
the
baby
initials
wouldn't open
on there?
its
Yeah.
legs.
That's what I
So
was
they
thinking.
said,
It could be.
there could be something tucked away, but right now it looks like a
Would you
girl.
like some string, some more string to take with you to? Finish
Sure,
off?
I mean, what time is it?
It's, well, you've got lots of time.
Yeah, I think so.
Chantal, just go home.
See ya.
No, it's like not even 5 to 8 yet,
Yeah,
so
no, okay,
you've got 20
Yeah,
minutes.
I should be able
anyways.
to finish it.
Perfect.
If not, I make force string, maybe. If not, I can go longer, force the
Oh, I like this. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, you're doing a black outline.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
You gotta go, let's go.
Fancy.
Okay, good. And you did, okay, you did go with your two. Look at all these awesome ideas. I never would have thought of any of these different ways. What did you try?
So how do I, okay, so then I just knot it off.
Branch and it goes on.
Oh,
And finish
oh,
it.
yeah.
I want to go like,
Yeah.
usually not
Oh,
acrylic,
that would be nice.
but I don't know.
If I want my heart to be broken.
I'm not sure how you do that.
You probably have to go through and do like.
Christopher's little girl.
A
She's
zigzag.
three.
Yeah, zigzag
Yeah,
of
oh,
nails.
yes.
And then.
Christopher was out of town overnight, and she said to her, "Mom, I miss Daddy and my heart is broken, so
Oh.
write it down on a piece of paper." So Christine had to write, "Ella's heart is broken because you're out of
Aw.
town tonight."
You like the color choosing? Not possible? No, not possible, thank you. There's so many. I thought this would be a project that we could do with the kids or grandkids too, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun. It would be cute for a baby's room, maybe.
Cute. Look at that.
Oh, that looks nice. Show everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you are quick.
She's
Oh,
fast.
there.
And the nice, and the nice thing.
She has to go early so she could have finished it, hey?
Tell everybody what you're gonna do for rest, 'cause I think they would.
So I'm just
have
gonna
heard.
do my, sorry, I'm gonna do my partner's and my initials, so A plus C.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cute.
Like to be on our wedding table or something.
Very nice.
I love
You should
that.
show them what you're doing. 'cause
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, you gotta see what Maribel's doing. Yeah, you guys should have a bit of a gander. Yeah, why not?
Walk around and see what
It's not a competition, ladies.
Yeah, what's her competition like?
Just see what everyone, no, just see what everyone's doing.
It's just good like a pattern.
I don't even know. It reminds me almost of like a tartan in a way, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, you probably go the other way.
With a different color, make it feel
Not much hair on them.
It slips off, doesn't it?
There you go. Can I help you in any way? No. Geez, you don't hold anything?
So tinier scissors
Yes.
and tinier scissors.
More tips.
Because this was way too big, it was too
Yeah.
awkward.
Okay, here's the tip.
Big stuff.
Make sure that heads are bigger than these little ones. 'Cause these
They
pop
slip
out.
right off.
Yeah,
Okay, good to know.
that is a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
No, that's
Oh,
okay.
it's good.
Just we
Imagine
want
yours
tips.
being
Yeah.
Hey, Matt,
And, I think we had 5/8 and 3/4 inch. I think the 3/4 inch length are a little better, like the longer,
Oh, but.
and then
But with
the
the-
bigger head would be ideal, yeah, in terms of material.
Maybe I do.
I mean, geez, if you wanted to get fancy, you could spray paint your nails or something to color. Yep. I have a pencil, oh, there's pens here.
Or a pencil.
That's probably better. Or you just mechanical pencil here too. And a pen.
Are you allowed to curse?
I think a person should be.
Quite appropriate.
That's right.
Maybe the audio won't
Won't pick it up.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Look at this. I can't believe everyone's so creative. Looking good. So there's some challenging parts. Can I help you in any way? Can I hold anything?
We gotta go looking for some more nails today.
Different ones.
Partners now, taking out of that. Husband's like, where's my nails?
It helps if you have your nails this grade too.
It's deceiving. Let's, I don't wanna mess you up. You tie it off.
You need several hands.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Okay, if you.
That's your tip. Grow extra hands.
Yeah, I have a tendency, I just kind of wrap it around and lift it, but. It's funny when this one is long, so-
Yeah, you just need to tie it again, cause that's not a, just do one more knot. It.
Tomorrow, making this more than I do.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's all like,
What's all?
the nails aren't.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, you know what, ideally, the ladies were talking about that
Longer down.
and a bigger head
Yeah.
on the top. But it's not easy to find these little nails really, so, I'll show you the other kind that,
Okay, I think these ones are a bit bigger. Chantel's, she's made her own template over here and everything, but something like that. Oh, yeah, it's way different.
Makes it, yeah. But it was kind of tricky finding, you know, the finishing nails,
Yeah.
all the same for everybody.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Yeah. So, did you ever make string art before?
No.
This, you just saw that lovely, our Thackeray Street house.
Yeah.
The string art that was
That's right,
hanging in,
that's right.
it turned into Ryan's room, but there,
Yes, it
the
was.
house came with the lovely string art hanging on the wall in purple. It wasn't, no, but, you know, it's really, yeah.
Their Thackeray Street house was across the street from my
Yes.
son's house.
Yes.
I just, as I was sitting beside
Yeah.
thinking that,
Yeah.
If you want.
and I also remember the chipmunk flying because that's
Oh,
who was
yes.
flying.
Yes. There's a squirrel jumping around, yeah. Your favorite.
Rodents.
Your favorite.
I have a new hint. So if you're doing a pattern, or something in the middle, we'll do like this side and then work your way out.
tip too. Yeah.
I got a whole list of tips.
If we have to, we can just cut it. Oh. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I
look at
saw-
you.
No, that was just luck. That was just luck. It was total luck. I love this. That's so cool. So many neat things, like everybody's, you know, even it was basically the same idea when we started, and everybody has made it their own. Yeah. You come up with what's going on. Just mumble, just swear words and weird.
Doing it, yeah.
If we put them down further, will they behave themselves? You won't be happy with me. I snap it. I'm standing here watching.
It didn't work, but I tried
You could run it. Oh, no, maybe. I jumped to conclusions then. Pretty. I like these two colors. Are you happy?
Yeah, I think I should have done some more threading.
Little making? Could you do more still? I think so. I think you can just tie it around, because you know, you can always trim them off, right, later. All is not lost. Yeah, I like it. So, cool. Okay, so just before, I know Chantel's got to get going before too long, so I thought we could kind of do, before she goes, do a bit of a closing activity together. And so let's reverse roles. I was your instructor for this role, and now let's flip it. I kind of made reference to it earlier. If you were the instructor or teacher, let's say you're talking to a friend tomorrow, and you said, hey, I learned some string art, and you were going to describe how you would do string art to a person who maybe hadn't done it before. What would you tell them? And there are clues in the room about what the process might be. So just collectively, if someone wants to share maybe the first step of what, if you were going to tell somebody how to do string art, if you were me, up here.
Gather your materials. What was going through my
Yep.
mind is if you're painting a room, you know, you got your masking tape for round
Oh, yeah.
things and all that. Gather all your materials, get them all
Yes,
together.
yep, good thing, yes. Gather all your materials. And those were, for us, it was like a board, a prepared board, your nails, your hammer, your strings, tape, scissors, that sort of thing, right? Okay, so step one of the process. What? We've gathered our materials. What would we, when we're actually doing the doing
Lay out
part?
your pattern.
Lay out your pattern. Okay, great.
Great.
Okay, and tape it down, tape it to your board, so it doesn't move. Okay, next step.
And
Your
put your-
string. Oh, you're saying the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah, leave your string ahead of time.
So
Like,
we've got
move it
our,
so that
we've got our pattern down here. So far we've got our board, and we've put just our pattern down. We haven't done this.
Oh.
Over there.
Nails?
On the board. Yeah, yeah, so we put our template down, and then we hammer our nails in. Good, then what's next? Yes,
absolutely. Take the paper off. Okay, once we've got the paper off, what are we doing next? Sorry, what was that?
The border.
The border, yes. Do your string around the outside and looping it around the outside. And then what? Yeah, look at the board. Look at the board.
String the inside.
Yes, string the inside. And tonight we did like a random pattern. Well, some people didn't do a random pattern. They figured out their own pattern. You could do random or whatever you want. And then to finish it off, you just tie it off when you're done. That's basically it. Okay, so now there's lots of tips people came up with, but I'm not sure everyone heard everybody else's tip. Can you, if you got a tip, maybe just raise your hand and we can share. What's your tip?
Size of the nail heads.
Size of, yes. So a larger nail head would be good. Yeah.
Size of hammerhead is important.
Size of the hammer, so what about it?
Smaller hammerhead.
Smaller's better, yeah, in this case, because you're doing finer work. Good tip. And I know there was other tips.
Needle nose might help
Yeah.
with holding some tight areas.
Okay, yeah. Or even to remove bits of paper, maybe some
Yeah.
tweezers would be good. Yeah, to get those level.
Nathan's favorite.
Any other tips?
And then the tips about, she said, the thrift shop, because
Yeah.
actually, I work on one, and people come in all the time to get them. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on your materials, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. You could find a board, like, geez, you might even have a chunk of board at home already. You probably, it'd be really cool if you found something at the beach or something that you could work, work with. I'm not sure how that would work. It sounds like a neat idea.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think it'd be kind of neat, weathered and that sort of thing. And that wouldn't cost you anything, just your time to beachcomb. That's awesome.
Everybody's got time for that.
They should make time to beachcomb, shouldn't they? Yeah. Great. Awesome tips. Well, you guys are pros. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for
And-
having
Teaching
us.
us.
It's great.
Yeah, and we do have more time for people who want to still continue to work on their string art.
Swatting.
You're working today?
No, I'm doing all the digital
Is that which course are you doing? Is it the media one?
No, it's strategies.
The teaching strategy?
Yeah.
I didn't hide my thoughts very well.
Which I need to get back to.
It's not a rush. It's okay. Don't even worry about missing it. Oh, you did it. Okay, now what do you do?
She's gonna do initials too. But
I
she,
love it.
She just put on our board.
Okay, well, you know what, there's more than one way to go about these things, right? Is this for you and Eric? That's very nice. Maybe it's for my other.
Your other husband.
Shouldn't ask questions.
Together, Eric.
Maybe like this, you giving it like dimension. It's really great. I thought I was going outside the box by not doing two the same color green hearts. I'm just mixing it up with one different color, two.
Are you gonna do
That's pretty. Gosh, I don't have. Are you gonna try some these?
You could
Well, you could make it.
Well, if you're doing the pattern, what you're doing, you can
See what you can do? That's a cool thing, Bill. Perhaps. I like that you did the contrast.
Yeah, just can't figure out a pattern.
What do you want to do?
doing random, and maybe if you wanted to get, do you wanna get more over there? So I would just work it, yeah, just keep kind of working your way, yeah, and start to, or even string it over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just do a little.
Yeah, to kind of fill it in, just keep, yeah, you just keep going until you feel like it looks full enough, or like, looks the way that it should. And you might wanna push,
Everything down.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I
you've got it pretty, pretty tight, that's good. Ayla's gonna want to do this, I think.
Yes.
Crafting girl, I'll send her over, I have all the stuff. Have you got a knot?
Oh, yeah, right from the start, it was like a.
She wants some help getting it around. Is it okay? If you, yeah, then you can work on your part.
Oh, too tight. Pick up the wrong end.
It's coming, you know.
I don't know.
She was gonna come last week, she had to work.
Yeah, I
I
was
was doing good there for a second.
And I tried phoning Les to see if she wanted to ride, there was no answer there, so. And as usual, Stephanie doesn't show up.
Yeah. I don't know about her.
No, that was good. Yeah, snip it.
Do you want me to just cut it?
The crow variety shows several times, but I just put two and two together. but that's
Or we
what
could do it
all
from the
cars
other
were.
Well, should I just-
That came early.
Not in-
Yeah.
There, look at that. Like, yeah, it totally behaved itself now. Yeah, look at that.
That's
It's
it.
unraveled, no problem. If you need more.
Oh, should I just-
Oh, you're going for the 2 layers too. Nice. I like this too. I love those colors. Yeah. Ah. It's a cool pattern too. Can you help hold anything down for you?
What I think you know. This one, yeah.
How's your homeschooling stuff going?
Really good.
Good.
Yeah, we just had report cards and parent-teacher interviews.
Oh, yeah.
So I may have one tomorrow, like one of the families there in Costa Rica.
Oh, that's where Garth and Sam just got back from
Oh,
Costa Rica.
nice. Oh, sorry, it's okay. Your fault.
Yes, monkeys through Luba, Garth and Georgia thought that was just hilarious.
That's not very polite. Do you like the way it is? So cool. Right.
Megan, I saw on
Do you want me to
Facebook,
hold something
picture of your house
while
that
you
said,
tie?
one day.
Extra.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Mary was supposed to just.
Oh, yeah, I put on the mountain camp property sold to good people.
No bias here whatsoever.
We were laughing.
It's good, is yeah. And that's for sure. Excuse me. I got some engrossed in the stringer. I forgot to hand you out some cans. Ooh, yeah. What kind of a thing is this? You like these little stringers, or not?
Snack time.
Little, yeah. These are actually sugar-free ones, and then there's sugar-full ones, sugar-full. These are chocolate mint. Oops, oh, yes, sorry. Oh, very nice. These are pretty, these are like, no sugar, well, not real sugar anyways. These are chocolatey mint. Oh, you know, these little crunchy chocolatey, you can buy this one.
It, you know, oh, you can do that.
And there's some chocolatey mints. And there's some fruity, these are no sugar.
We have no sugar candy.
Well, someone.
Maybe something.
Sustenance.
Wow.
Candies, chocolate mints. There we go. That's awesome. I love that everybody's just. There's nothing I did, I don't even know what's in the handle of this. There's all sorts of things there might be, you know? After all that.
I do have tweezers.
In your purse?
Well, I just saw it. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's your book.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, oh, yeah, I guess.
Are you happy with how it turned out?
Yeah.
It's really great.
I think what I would do is, you can get glue that, is,
That would dry clear?
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I think I just
And
line it up
just-
there, so as not to have glue, sticking out.
Can you cut that off?
I could.
That
But I was
unravel.
thinking, that's what I'm worried about.
Oh, okay.
Just glue it in like that, and then do it.
Probably
But
a good
these,
idea.
I didn't,
I like that. Yeah. Very nice.
so that looks cool.
Yeah.
I like it with the kale.
Yep. I like this, that's neat. Neat pattern. Some pleasure aid from,
Too bad I didn't even tell them A.
that's really
Right?
neat, considering you just like whipped that up. Do you know how long it took me to try and figure out how to do those on the computer?
I
And you
just caught one.
whipped it up.
I was just like, oh, okay, looks like she's got this. It was because of you.
I love
If
it.
you didn't have your thing there, I wouldn't have had any idea how to do a letter, so.
Yeah, I use the computer. Awesome. Oh, you're looping, you're making a double?
Yeah.
Ah. Big
more dimension. Interesting.
Doing,
Oh, okay,
doing
you
double
decided to
border.
do more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be waiting for this one.
You figure I could give you another board, you could work on your VW van. It's kind of one of these things, the more you keep going at it.
Fool around with it.
Yeah, it just
You come up with.
keeps looking better and better. Yeah, look at yours, it looks like layered, you know, like really layered kind of thing. Because and Rhonda's doing that idea too, like you kind of did a double.
Kind of to finish it off.
Yeah, it looks nice, really nice. Have you had a chance to see everybody else's? Should go take a gander. She's getting ready, or they've already gone, they're off to Calgary. Yeah.
Once again.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of jokes.
Yeah. How are we doing?
Just about an hour ago, I switched dates, so
Oh, okay.
we'll have over an hour and a half here.
Hopefully that's good enough for you.
Yeah, it's an hour and 20 right now. We can get edge of that.
That's good. Oh, let's take photos. It'd be nice to get a picture of everyone. I would think there's art.
Okay.
At the front of the class, I can send it to everybody.
Totally, it won't be cute. You did like balloons or something. Do you know what I mean? Not this. I'm just thinking like because of the shape or my
Yeah.
the balloon.
Yeah,
You
you
could totally
prefer-
do it for like a little picture. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Like anything. Yeah.
I wanna try that.
What are you gonna do with this space?
Everything
Oh,
else
yeah.
is just one.
Yeah,
It
that's
does, yeah. Well, I first thought it just like this half part up there and this the other half down here, but they weren't big enough, so. So what other letter do you have?
So C for my email, we thought we'd use some of these kids, like a branch.
Yeah.
He's here for plus, so we can see. That's cool. Yeah. Some of the big ones.
Oh, sure.
One part. You're gonna get
That was all I was told.
Can I get everyone to?
Please.
Yes. Go up.
Hold my heart.
What about Bill?
Bill, do you wanna get in here? He says no. Is he shaking his head no?
Yeah.
You wanna get in there? I take pictures. Come in here, teacher Lori. You get it. You get it.
Oh my
Or
God.
teacher.
Uh-huh.
You can show. You can go on teacher.
I'll hold yours. I'll take credit for your good work. Mine? My half inch left. Do we have to scrunch up? Are we scrunching up? Are you coming in?
He, 1, 2, 3. Yay. Perfect.
Thank you. Thanks, you
Yeah,
guys.
this is really cool. Thanks, Lauren.
You did like.
Wait, now we're not gonna
have time. You did so much more than I thought, like just way more creative.
That was fun.
So you were doubting?
No.
I'm not doubting at all. You just never know. You never know how it's gonna go and
So, can you try to
Thank you.
Here's the thing.
Eric's gonna come home and there's just gonna be nails on the wall.
Who needs boards to get checked out?
But it would be neat to do like bouquet and balloons, like for babies.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
That in your
You're in your bed.
You can Google
string art, balloon
Yeah.
Yeah.
templates, or whatever you want, and you'd be able to find, some they try to charge you for, and some are free, or you could try, you could try your own, yeah.